talk, we might sound big, but we're not that big. But I think from my travel overseas, I find that we have a different interpretation. So STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, we have a different interpretation. This interpretation is better than UK, I think. UK is more like outreach. Try to show what is engineering. We show what is engineering, and we also show what's so interesting about engineering. Engineering in action. So we want to show two spotlight on engineering, and then we also want to show engineering in action. And the money given to me to run the program is only to say enthuse the student. I mean the student after grade 8, grade 9, we do program grade 7, grade 8. We don't go very far down or very far up. So you see very small program. So grade 7, grade 8. In grade 9, if my students say I want to become engineer and choose subjects that can make him an engineer, we are engineer. That's all the purpose, The purpose is not to teach them science, technology, engineering or mathematics. Different. US, they really want to teach them computer science, one pathway. The second pathway is biomedical science. And the third pathway is engineering. And they do it as a subject for examination and can use it to go to university. Ours, we teach no examination. No examination, just for fun. 1 hour per week for about 15 weeks. More than 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes per week, and then 15 weeks, and then we stop. So they will do just this. So it's very simple program.
So why not start at earlier
age?
Like you mentioned, you start from year 8, grade 8, right? 8 to grade 9, grade 7, 8, 9. Why not earlier?
Earlier means must go to primary school.
Yeah.
So primary school, I think we are concentrating more on basic science, maths, and basic science, maths, and English. English, maths, science, and their own mother tongue. So they do some STEM, but in club level. Robotic club, maker club. At club level. This is the first time we are teaching at the level where they need to make the choice. I show you the work that we are doing, then you'll understand why cannot do in primary school. Though I try to do some little bit, I try with the English schools, the primary schools, and JC also. JC is year 11, year 12. I think Japan is year 11, year 12. So we do that. Okay? So I give you my card. This is my card. They call me principal. I'll tell you why. You can call me Gopal. Okay, the first name is my father's name, and second name is my own name. Okay.
Yeah, this is my card.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You have the card.
Yes, my have one already.
Okay, I was a school principal for about 20 over years. I look small, so yeah. I'm 65 years old.
Wow.
Really? Look so young.
Yeah. But inside, you don't know. The car clean, look like young, but inside the engine, whether can function or not. So, but anyway, I'm here. I used to run this kind of program in my own school. So the Ministry of Education thought when I retire, I'm retired already, thought that if I come and work here, better. So they asked me and I came here on a 3-year contract. My contract is ending already. So I have set up whatever I can. So what I will do is we will go through about maybe about half an hour or what. You can ask question anywhere. This is a general one that we prepare for everybody, and then you just spend time within. You can ask question if you like. And so this first video that I want to show you is what we show all our students. Because I thought this one put your idea of what is engineering in the right frame of mind. This one not produced by us, it's produced by some other university. We just make use of it. Okay? For fun, we just see this. You can understand my English. Okay, oh, I didn't turn it on, sorry.
What is engineering? Let's take a moment to think about your morning. The alarm on your phone goes off at 7:03. You drag yourself to the shower and blast yourself with perfectly warm water in an attempt to wake up. You smear your toothbrush with too much toothpaste and scrub yourself into a foamy mess of minty freshness. You're running late, so you skate downtown, weaving through the commuters, dart across the road, barely making the lights, and jump on the train just before the doors beep shut. There's a couple of stops to go, so you pull out your phone and play a few games of Angry Birds. Alarms, trains, traffic lights, video games, toothpaste, all these things were made possible by engineers. But what prompts an engineer to improve our world? Well, they solve problems. Problems are an engineer's inspiration, and maths and science are the creative tools they use to solve them.
So talk about problems first.
Problems like making your alarm go off at the right time, or making sure your toothpaste has just the right balance of chemicals to give you that perfect smile, or even making a game so addictive it's almost impossible to put down, if there really is a problem. Now let's head over to the airport and jump on an aeroplane. Our aeroplanes, they're so easy to take for granted. But don't forget, you can fly! Before aeroplanes, flying was quite a bit more challenging. Every bit of your plane has been touched by engineers. A mechanical engineer designed the engine. A mechatronics engineer devised the controls. The fuel? Extracted by mining engineers and refined by chemical engineers. The navigation systems? Electrical and software engineers created those. Yep, a whole team of engineers. Now we've landed in Dubai, home of the Burj Khalifa. It's the world's tallest building at 829.8 meters high. It's also in one of the world's hottest environments, reaching up to 50 degrees in summer. One of the difficulties of building the Burj was trying to figure out how to set 45,000 cubic meters of reinforced concrete in such extreme weather. The solution? A clever method of pumping iced liquid concrete into the 55,000-ton steel frame during the night. The result? A building that's vertically over 800 meters high, rather than horizontally all over the ground. Now let's jump into our time machine and go back to Saturday. Saturday, March 1932. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is about to open. The bridge is a marvel of civil engineering, and a pretty cool place to set off some fireworks. Since 1815, people have been talking about building a bridge to connect the two sides of the harbour. The problem was that the harbour was so incredibly wide. How could a bridge span such a width and support its own weight? The solution? No Romans. Well, actually it was an idea they came up with. The arched bridge works by transferring the weight into horizontal forces and bracing them at the ends of the arch. But what about the future? What problems will engineers solve next? Will we finally have affordable solar power? Or robots that can perform life-saving surgery? Or a building that's so tall your view is of outer space? Or how about finally engineering a working hoverboard? Seriously, we've waited long enough. So, what is engineering? It's solving problems. It's taking crazy, out-there ideas and seeing if they're actually possible. And when they are, the idea is shared with the world to make all our lives better. So, what problems do you solve.
So this one I thought very good. So we show this and to tell the student few things about engineering. Engineer solve real life problems. So one is solve real life problems. Next, they are quite clever people. No need to be very smart, but need to be clever. Correct. Smart in our Asian sense. Read books, this, that, and all that. But we want them to be clever. So he drink water. He can think about pumping the cement up and bringing it down. Correct. Then we say the engineer find solution. They share. They share with the world. Correct. So actually, engineers are people of character, good character. So we want to tell the student, are you a person of good character? You like to share with the world, correct? Then the best thing to share is to solve problems, correct? And problems is left to you to design. Don't know what is it. Maybe you want tall building, you want to live in outer space, don't know what. So we leave it to them. So I just showed this video as an example, but in our lessons, there is at least one lesson which shows what is an engineer like in Singapore and what do they do in engineering that solve the world's problem and how it is being shared, and it's a clever solution, correct? So this one we share with our students. This is our outreach. So now we come to the problem proper. And I was sent here with about $6 million for about 2 years spent to solve this problem. Right? We want more engineers. So we want students to take up engineering and then become engineers. But then our minister all now see other things. Our Prime Minister see that he want to bring back a lot of Singapore engineers all over the world back to Singapore. And because they find that the world gives better challenge than Singapore, and also pays them well, recognize them well. Whereas our Minister for Education always want people top. Like this lady Olivia Lam is the one that is producing Singapore water, new water. Right. So he wants that kind of people. He's looking for Bill Gates. So he asked me, can get Bill Gates or not? For $50,000 cannot. Because he give the school $50,000. Then I asked, I got Bill Gates or not? Okay. Not enough lah. 1 year 50,000 you give. I think it's a culture. Like Taiwan is here, it's a culture. So my unit was set up in 2014. And they chose the science center to set up the unit. That's why we don't have a proper office. We are sitting around here and there. No space actually. And my unit is the biggest unit in science center. We are 70 over people here. Afterward you can meet some of them. Okay, and then it's directly funded by MOE. So I'm the only person from MOE here looking after the unit. The rest all are employed.
MOE means Ministry of Education?
Yes. Okay, sorry. Anything you don't know, you ask me. Maybe I talk too fast also. You must stop me. And then, these some of the projects that we do in school. These are old projects. They are new projects. Simple ones. These are the blank car.
So nice.
We teach them simple robotic arm. Then a little bit difficult one.
Yeah.
Then now we are going to teach the real robotic arm. Collaborative robots. So we teach them environmental control.
Materials.
also anything the school like, we let them do.
But looks not so easy.
Not everybody do this. One school do this. Another school will do something else. One school do marine robot, another school do vertical line. We don't care any project they like. Then some do game design. 5 hours I can teach them how to make their own game. It's an MIT software called Star Logo.
Scratch like.
Scratch like programming. And some want to do airplane modeling, we also do.
Wow.
Want to do robot sector. This is finally the challenge. But this is the old video.
Nice things.
2 years already. Old video. So what I show you this because we say we want the schools to do project. Everybody must do a project. So you tell me what project you like to do. So they define a problem and get a project just like the engineer. So then my job is to ask you to make to complete the project. So we follow the maker philosophy. So under the maker philosophy, the important thing is learning through doing. So they all must do. And 2 students do 1 project.
Must be make a team. Combination.
2 people must do 1 project. If they don't do, 2 people don't do project, we don't teach. We tell the school you do on your own. So my schools have about 40 students, there will be 20 teams doing the work. I'll show you in a short while. Then all these we take from the open source. We don't want to waste time. People will say you copy you try copying and see. Copying not easy,
Yes, copy not easy.
In the open source, the people say a lot of things. When you do one, doesn't work. We take about 3 months to find out the correct answer. Our teacher will do it himself to find out the correct answer. I don't teach him anything. Because we all graduate. It's not going to be done by Sec 1, Sec 2 students. Grade 7, grade 8. 13, 14-year-old. So you 20-something graduate cannot do. Then you don't teach. So they must do, all of them learn on their own. We just give the things only. We spend the money giving things. So they must be active builder. They must build, not say I learn by doing but sit down there. So this is our philosophy. Based on this philosophy, we prepare the lesson. Okay, so now is
This school teacher is coming from usual school.
the teachers
Teachers are
not from school.
not from school.
Just graduate from university, they employed.
And
Need to be a teacher.
okay, retirement engineer become a teacher.
Retired engineer become the curriculum specialist.
Technical specialist.
Use the curriculum.
So what about a teacher who comes from non-engineering background?
Teacher, now these people who are here, they will go to school and then show the teacher how to do it. Then the teacher learn.
Okay, teacher learning from other teachers.
One I'll show you in a short while what happens. So we tell the school, you go and tell me one problem that you like to handle. Then I show you what science, technology, engineering and mathematics require to solve the problem. So you find that there might be very little science, very little maths, but a lot of technology, a lot of engineering possible. And the topic vary a lot. You want to know about the topics we do, I didn't put in the card. You can go to my website called www.steminc. STEMINC. Okay, steminc.sg. You can find all the courses that we do. So we have written about quite a lot. Now we are almost like total going to be about 70 already. But in the website we show 35. Okay, so we tell the teacher, that this is what STEM about. We are not going to go to the class and teach science, technology, engineering or mathematics. We teach what is necessary. Correct? So usually we teach them what is the technology required, dive into it and show how it is being done, and then you build the thing. Correct? That's what we do. Okay. My minister say like that you're copying only, you try lah. Not easy. Yeah. So this is what we do. So we tell them that you see why we are doing this, because like for example this man know that this is a doctor, he knows that this boy is
tea wear.
tea jacket.
Yeah.
Tea jacket.
Tea jacket.
This is the jacket. This boy when he's stressed, he needs somebody to hug him so that he don't become very violent. Correct? So this is the problem you want to solve. But when the teacher is teaching autistic student in Singapore, there are 20 of them in the class. 10 to 20. So this is a problem. So he wanted to design a jacket that the teacher can control with the handphone. Correct? So we tell them what are the things involved. He must design this jacket, correct? Engineering design. He must know receive signal and send back signal, right? He need programming. This one also will require electronics, correct? So we slowly tell them that this requires some 4 skills. Okay? And the 4 skills we are talking about is electronics, robotics, programming, and design. So STEM requires these 4 skills. We went to a lot of companies. After I tell you which companies I went to. A lot of companies in Singapore, and we found out that engineer one way or other will do electronics programming, then robotics and a lot of design. Even you buy equipment from top down, from Europe you buy a robotic arm, you must know how to design, place it properly. People don't sell complete solution, it's only part of a solution. But school like to teach science, like to teach technology, engineering, everything separately. So we had a lot of problem with the school. Okay. Then but managed to convince the school. So in my classroom, I show you it will look like this. You see, 2 students only working together. Boys and girls can work together. Then they build. You see, it can be very complicated like this. This one is 13-year-old. 13 only, they are not even JC or anything. They work together, we let them walk around, and finally they can test. This takes about 10, 12 weeks. Slowly learn a lot of things. Because programming, they haven't learned C language, they haven't learned Scratch, correct? Then this one is the Arduino board. Correct? We don't go and tell them where is the processor, this, there, all. Just say this is a board, the output, input and everything. You connect the computer, program go in and then get this. Then they will just do it. Correct? So this kind of thing, how to teach in primary school is a challenge. But you can teach simpler. So now what we have done is, this tells us what group we have done. We have broken up into about 12 teams. Then we have written about 35 lesson packages, because different schools want to do different things. Now I have about 72 schools. So everyone want to do different things. So this number 35 will grow. We have planned for another 40.
Yeah, I heard Suru from at last year. School lesson is still under 300, and the school is less than 60, I think. You are growing in this 1 year, over 100 session and 10 school.
So these are each of the module will have something like 10 to 15 lessons. So we have written about 400 lessons. So lesson and package are module different. Okay, then we are in 71 schools. I think this number is about 50,000 already. In 2.5 years, we have covered about 50,000. This one number is up to July, June. Then now we got July to December, another batch come here. So this is the thing. And this one this is what originally we thought we want to do.
Ask again. In 100% is 130 school, right? In Singapore. Yeah, you told in 71 school. What is the maximum?
Oh, maximum. We have secondary school. That means grade 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 146 schools.
Okay,
52 of them are very smart. Government don't want them.
Oh, okay.
They can do on their own. They are very bright students.
Not need a STEM education. They knowing already.
Yeah. So 146 minus 22, so there's 124. 124, 72 of them want to come and do it.
But almost 70%.
Almost like 40-50%.
Yeah, 40-50%.
slightly more than 50%. The school choose. The school can do other things.
Okay, school choose. Okay.
So initially, we thought that these are the 8 areas we want to work on. Correct? Then, but school think other things. So those who want to do material science just want to do material science. Those who want to do health science and technology want to do health sensor and want to do applied health science. That means I want to do dentistry. So we do. Want to do perfumery. Want to do sports science. So we also do sports science. Want to do forensic science. I allow them to do because in my mind I'm always thinking what must I teach? Electronics, programming, robotics and design. So every time they tell me any story, I will try to turn until these 4 skills are there. Okay. Then transport and communication, they all want to do flight and aerospace. Modeling and simulation, most of them want to do game design. Okay. And then programming, they all want to do embedded electronics. Like Intel, Edison, Galileo, Arduino, Heineken ND, and all that. Then engineering and robotics, most of them want to do robotics. Food science and technology is the same. But I still change it. I change quite a bit here also. Like one school I'm teaching them how to do 3D printing of food.
Food. Wow.
3D printing, like Japan, they all show there the food like that. 3D printing. Then environmental science, a lot want to do energy because this topic very easy, very difficult to teach.
Yes.
Nothing to teach. So we struggle a lot. But a lot want to do urban design and innovation, like vertical farming. Very common, vertical farming, compost making and all that. I try to teach them about the eco-digester. I think in Japan very common, I think.
Yeah, very common.
Put the food inside and leave it there, then it becomes water.
Compost.
Compost. Correct. So we try to teach them how to make it. And then a lot of them like to do water sensor. Water sensing. Okay. Because it involves underwater robotics and all. Sorry, I'm giving too many details now. So here we go
smart
through
home.
some of the projects. These are the newer projects. Smart home. And then this boy want to, whenever in the dark, the light come out. So no need to hold torchlight. He's just telling you some idea. Then design wearable electronics just now you saw already. Some simpler new projects. Got some people do F1 car. I don't know what they shoot the thing. Then the children are all very happy about it. This is one school doing this engineering design. And some want to do this. This one quite common.
Yeah, but not so easy. Not so easy.
They all can do lah. Then they want to do underwater robots their school got a pond and they go and play there lah. And then this is in the swimming pool. And then the tea brewer, correct, they want to do cooking. I say no, you do this kind of thing. So they want to do food and technology, I can change it. To make it, and they must know robotics, they must know the electronics, they must know the programming, and then they design this thing, right? And then here also, whether black tea or white tea, put a light inside, put a detector. Not the best way lah, but at least I've got fun, right?
Oh, they detecting the
Like
best time was tea fermenting.
Okay, then this one is solar car. This one solar boat. The boy think he can push. Solar boat, solar cell, and then they travel. So they all need to have fun. And then this is a vertical garden. But energy sometimes very difficult to teach. So we just teach proof of concept. This thing turn, this bucket can take water, go up. Tell them the thing. Because the student don't know about gears and all that. So we teach these things. Then this is a robot. This one the American government give us a design. Their Navy came here. This thing is being taught in got two motor to turn left and right, one motor to make it go up and down.
Open source POV. POV.
This one not open source, from the American Naval Research Institute. Whatever they give, it look good, we take. And then this is really a very big lake near the school. The students go there and do the work. Then they can put sensor and all that and see what is the water quality in the reservoir. Very practical. Then these are students doing material science. They want to, just now you saw them cutting the shoe, right? They want to make their own things. Okay, let them do. Okay. Then they see what is a softball or baseball, I don't know what you all call.
Baseball.
Inside, what is it? And all
Cork.
that. Okay. Then this one is, after they are done already, they think about some project like this chair, drop over. What happens, the old man can call and all that stuff. They make these type of things. And this one is applied health science. This one is the prosthetic arm. They 3D print it, connect to electronics, and this part is connected to the hand. And then they move, this hand will close. So we teach them something, just try to connect it up. This is forensic science. These are the aircraft modeling. These are more standard topic. Right. Then this is the game design. I go and look at Star logo. It's an MIT software. I can teach 5 hours and the student can do their own game. They also can do simulation. Then this BB-8, one school say we want to do Star Wars thing. So now we have bought this, let the children play. Then after that, we make them do different programming. Make this sphere go around a maze. So they must do programming. Then the next level, at the Maker Fair, you saw Autodesk.
Yes.
Autodesk has made their version of the moving sphere.
Yes.
Not the BB-8, but their version. So we are now getting Autodesk to go to the school and build together with the student. So every 2 students will build one of this big one. The principal all get frightened. Say, how can the student build? I say, don't worry, just build. Then they ask, do the student know what is the chip or not? I say, why you worry? I ask him, you can tell me the time? Yes. But do you know how the needle move or not? Why the needle? You don't know what, but you can tell me the time, right?
Yes.
So the same thing, electronics just know the thing, no need to build. Okay, so sorry I'm taking too long, but whenever you feel tired, ask questions.
But it's very interesting.
So this is my unit, this is what we do to the school. We go and talk to them, there's a consultation session. So like consultant, what you want to do? I want to do food science and technology. What do you want to do in food science and technology? Then we say, why don't you do this? Very important. Then we write the lesson package, complete lesson package written by us. Then we go together with the teacher what the lessons are all about. Then we go to the class and teach one man to one school. 5 classes, we teach the 5 classes together with the teacher. Then here,
It is important.
every school introduced to one industry. But
It's
normally
important.
one industry will work with 2 schools. But every school work with one industry. Then the industry will come down to the school to do some work. I'll tell you later. And then we also organize competitions. We also organize, my unit organize competition together with outside partners. So we get money from the outside partners.
Yeah, these 2 things is so important.
Yeah.
And difficult to find in other country.
These 2. Very good. And so this is what I was telling you. The school will make an application. Correct. Then ministry approve. They come. Okay. So we brought all the schools slowly, one by one. First time 19 schools, then another 15, and then another 20, another one, and slowly we cover so many schools.
What means a cycle?
Cycle means they don't. This ministry doesn't want all to come together.
Okay.
They bring in. First time they say only can have 20 schools.
Okay.
Then 19 came.
Okay.
Second time they say 20 school, 20 came.
Okay.
Third time they say 20 school, 15 come.
Okay.
Then after that they reduce it to 10, 9 came. So slowly we have the number. Now it's 72. 71, 72. So these school, some of them don't know anything. So we carry them through everything. Some know something already. So we can together with them co-create and co-teach.
Yeah.
Here we have to create, we have to teach.
Yeah, you teach maybe almost everything. Second
Then,
one is work together.
some of them know everything already. We say you do on your own. No need to come to us. When you need help, come to us.
Yes.
So among our 71 schools, 6 schools are this type. They can do on their own. So we leave them alone. Only we say you need industry partner, we give them. You need competition, we call them. Otherwise, no need. But some say they don't want and then they went on their own. Later they hear about our lesson, they come back. So we have this type of people. Okay, then this is what we do now. We only have the school for 3 years. We don't do more than 3 years. First year, we have developed grade 7. Second year, we have developed grade 8. So we develop, teach together with them, modify, teach again together with them. After that, give the program to them. Then after that, we say, now I'm your teacher and you can carry on. Okay. Then this one, I think I told you already. Some of the program. This is the test now. Finally, you must take money and give.
Yeah, but grabbing a paper is not so easy.
Yeah. Then what do we do? We give lesson like this. This one we give the detail. We give scheme of work. Okay. Then we give every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what must you do? This one is very painful but we must do because we must prototype the lesson. So then we give worksheet. Worksheet are not very detailed, a simple thing like people must know what is the servo motor. Correct? If not, what is the point? So you must know like what is the servo motor, what is the capacitor. But we don't go and give definition. You know, like capacitor is the ability of a material to store charges and all that. We don't tell. Then there's some worksheets. Then one of the company engineers, we tell about him. And then we talk about in this field, what can engineering do? You know, we tell them what's so big about engineering. Okay. And then these are some of the new projects.
Oh, this one is a make block, M-board.
M-board.
Yeah.
So we teach them M-board. We teach them this one. What do you call this? Drones. See, there's one school want to do perfumery, you know. Then we tell them, they are thinking of going extract the perfume and then smell nice and all that. We tell them no. You go to toilet.
Oh, smell
This
sensor.
thing press and then the perfume come out right. So now you
Oh,
must
perfume
know
diffuser.
how to build this lah. Why do I want you to know? Sometimes you press little bit, the thing become very fat, the smell different. You press a lot, things shoot out, then the smell is different. Right? So we teach them the electronics also. Then VBA, I think I told you already. And so that's all about the lesson preparation. And this one is very unique to Singapore, applied learning program. Then now we talk about our partnership with the industry. So we got about, this number has increased already, about 40 already. Industry partner. Very difficult to get.
Yes.
2.5 years we managed to get. But in a country like Japan, Hong Kong, very easier. Because if you are living in Toyota City, then all the factories are around, the student can go to their factory.
Yes,
I saw England like that. But Singapore is all multinational company.
Yeah, company is a lot in Japan, but difficult to making a partnership with school and company.
I know Japan. Japan is easier. So we have these are partner. Where one company work with one school or two. Then we have sponsor partner who give money for us to run programs for many schools.
Yeah.
Like Shell is one company. They give to me about $100,000. Then I take them to all the 51 schools. So they get advertisement, everything. But they give money.
Yeah, that petrol component is they doing a lot of combinant in the Jurong Island.
Yes.
Right.
So these are some of the company. Many of them are international companies. Some of them are local companies like Kongwan, Biscayne and all that. But this just to give an idea. This is what we do with the industry partner. Maybe I go a bit slower here. Sorry, I'm already slow. Maybe you feel sleepy. This one, they can change the program in the school if they want. Because sometimes they are in the industry, right? They know better than us. Then they might want to give their own experience.
I think industrial partner with school from the younger children is I think difficult because you doing the STEM Inc. For the kids around 10 ages to 12 ages, it's too young for company I think.
Company. Yes, agree.
They making a special program.
But
for
now
the,
when the company know what we are teaching is quite higher than what they when they were student, they like to come down and give their own input.
what feel the benefit from company?
Company.
Yeah.
For the company.
For the company. But maybe
But
good.
we tell them they got corporate social responsibility.
Yes.
So I say, why don't you spend your money there, here,
And
then tell
hire-
the government that you are doing CSR. This is government requirement. So they also allow industry visit.
Oh yes, it's important.
The student can go on learning journey. They can go to school and give talks. This one, the company have no problem.
Yes.
But they don't like parents to go on the learning journey.
Wow, parents.
Industry visit, they don't want. They feel that you might belong to their competitor company.
Yeah,
But student and teacher, they don't mind.
And that's a good reason they can easy to hire new employee.
Yeah. Then here, job shadowing. We don't do internship. The student just go and see what the engineer doing. But this one are very few students. These are very few students. This one, the number can be something like 40, not 200 fellows go. Ours, one level, we have 200 students.
Yeah, but that level 2 is so important. We Team Labo is a very young and small company. A lot of the problem from the young students' parents.
Yeah.
In young people want to become an employee to Team Labo, but their parents didn't know our company.
Yeah.
That means the problem. This one is
Then,
much better.
this is the one that we want most of the companies to do. Do workshop. where the teacher and the student work together. And then student can see teacher also struggle. Our idea is to stay. Engineering cannot say I very smart student so I can do anything. You must have the right this thing, must try, you know. So we want to show that one. So this one many company willing to do now. Then we want intern.
Yeah, intern.
You see, you go to the company always want to send the big engineer. The engineer old man. You know, not even a lady. You know, old man come there and talk.
Yeah.
People don't want to listen. But intern, university student, 20 something years old, very pretty, very handsome. The student want to hear, no? So we tell this one. Then we say, okay lah, company help so much. We help you by doing your work. You know, they might want to go at an old age home and help. Then they need to pack material, food and all that. Our student can help. There's one other thing later I share with you. So some company very big like Stratasys is a Hong Kong based company, very big. So they allow me to go to their company and do printing.
It's a catapult.
So you see this one what is catapult I teach this student in 3 hours. When I say I means my unit not me. Teach them in 3 hours how to design this using Tinkercad. Then they go to the company and the company print all these for them overnight. Because they got big printer, right? They print very quickly. I say to the school, 3D printing doesn't mean buy printer and print. You must do design. So this company do. So we have now built 20 workshops. 500 students have gone through this from primary, secondary and JC. We have tried this with this company, Stratasys. So this is a sponsor company. Then they got a learning experience center. Their engineer will show the thing. So our student can see what these engineers are. Then this is another company called FNN, drink company.
Oh, yes.
Fraser and Neat.
Yeah, juice. I bought some juice.
H2O is from them. So their expert, their R&D expert, come to school, organize workshop, tell the student how to make mix a new drink. And then how do they check whether the drink is good or not? So they teach them what the actual thing does. And also tell them they became an engineer because they went to study here, study there and become that.
Yeah, it's a chemical. Basic thing in chemical.
How did they become? So the student understand this better. And only a few students, 20 students. Then this is another company we are working with, Ecovis. This is a digester. All the food waste go into their machine and then become compost. In fact, this company, we are now working to produce a lesson so that they can sell their digester all over the world. And then we get money every time they sell one machine. We get $5,000. They use our lesson. And then company like Google, correct? They want to work only with girls. So they bring them and then talk to them what is engineering about. Then these are other activities with the partners. They come to school and talk. They can do teacher training. They can do workshops. And this fellow he drives submarine under the sea. So these students are doing underwater robots. So listen to him. He's from our polytechnic. Then we also Infineon organize a competition. We send the student. Then after the winning team can go to the company and see all the things. We put this one, we'll show that this one is Greendale Secondary. This one is Tamai Secondary, ordinary school. Raffles Institution is the top school in Singapore.
Yes.
Our student in STEM can beat them. Possible. So I want to tell the student, clever solution very important. Not smart. Then this company give us a game to play. These are all over the world people play the game. So they give us a game. So we teach the student the game. Any challenge we go, if don't have workshop, we don't want. So this one, this challenge got workshop. So we teach the student and then they go for the competition. Then this is a worldwide competition. This Vietnam first and second, Singapore third, fourth, fifth. This one, very smart student. This is the average student. Then I told you about Shell. Shell, we work with 5 polytechnic. Each polytechnic organize a challenge. They have a workshop for 2-3 weeks, 2 or 3 workshop, and then the student go and do the challenge in 1 month, then come and challenge.
5 poly? Oh, every poly doing the
Every poly does.
Yeah.
So we also try to bring in them, because they are engineering, right? Our polytechnics are engineering. So give the student chance to see the polytechnic. So each one take 10 schools, so 50 schools are here. Each school send 10 students. So about 100 students they enter. So it's quite interesting program. Then recently, we also went on a challenge to explore this Mars. This one is a tie-up between Houston Space Center, Toulouse Space Center, and my unit here. Originally, they wanted Hong Kong, but I think Hong Kong didn't want to do it. So Hong Kong recommended Singapore, and then we took up. So our student, about 5 schools are doing flight and aerospace. We got 10 students from each of the school to go through this program. This program good. Before you go for the trip, there are 12 weeks of lesson they must go through.
Wow.
And they must contact the student in France and must contact the student in Houston. They must do the project together. So this is about engineer collaborating. One aeroplane made by many engineers, not one engineer did everything. So this is the one. Then our student just went to Houston and came back. Okay, so we do this kind. This is my director chief. This is my chief, science center.
Mainly?
This Madam Low, Madam Low Kagip. This lady gives my pay. This man look after me here. Okay, then we all had all the company that we are working with and come and put up a showcase. When she came to see all the companies. So we want to work with the company together. This actually is Stratasys and they are 3D printing. This is the one-arm robot that we are going to teach our students, universal robots. And this company came there to show what they can do with the robot.
Is it based in Singapore?
The company is based in Singapore, but the universal robot is from Europe. So we are going to teach our students how to operate this. Very easy now. No need to know a lot of things. The thing about robot is the hand. We need to do something, how to design the hand. So we teach them engineering design. How to pick an egg and break it. Then the remainder throw away. So we teach the student. Then there's a Japanese company called Daiso.
Daiso, yeah.
My students all go to Daiso to buy the things. How to go and buy the things so they can do this job. Right? But we teach this programming of this arm. And that one very easy. You just press, pull the one, put here, and then press, pull the one, put there.
Oh, recording.
And after that, recorded already. Now you say do it very fast, it will go here. Very easy. So we are now writing the lesson for this. And we are working with this company. And the lesson will be sold overseas. Every time they sell this $25,000 machine, we get $5,000. We also, it's a little bit the business. Okay, then we also participate in any showcase. This engineering showcase, all come here, nobody go there. And this one just to show you, some school like to do this tie. As I talk, it flicks. And then this one is our state flag go up, the national anthem play. So exact timing. This is just proof of concept. This is our minister. We show him what we do. Minister very excited already. Take off his coat, take off his shirt, then put the thing there.
Oh, that's the hand?
This is the deputy prime minister.
Oh.
Then you want to see whether the thing move or not. The hand. Right. This minister.
Economy.
No, education minister.
He doing the some
He got a problem. We also do all these things. The showcase are very important. Okay, now we are normal glass slide. So now what we are doing now, we already teach the 71 school what to do already. We have introduced the industry partner. So now we want to move on. What we are trying to do is, we are trying to put a lot of lessons in a repository. So the teacher can go and look at it and say, I like to do this, and carry on with it. So when they like to do, we will provide consultation. We will train the teachers also. And we can organize some workshop for student leaders. So teacher and student leaders can go back to school and teach them. So we will only give the lesson if they are trained. Not trained, no lesson given. We don't want just anyone give and then they take. When we tell the school you can choose, they want to choose all the lesson print out. I say cannot lah. You tell me why you want this lesson. Then are you willing to train yourself up or not? You train yourself up, then I give you the thing. So we are going to go into a training mode. We want to set up a maker's lab and train the teachers. The next thing we are also moving on to is trying to get engineer to work closer. Now company work, right, the 3 engineers. Next year we work with the same company, they don't give the same 3 engineers. They give some other engineer. But we want 1 or 2 the same. We want people to come on online platform. Engineer cannot come from work to meet the school. But we want engineer to go onto this platform. Student ask question, you answer. So I arrange the student one time sit in the class. All of them go into this online platform. And then they ask question. The engineer on the other side arrange for 5 of them. And these 5 of them will answer the question. At the end of the session, the student will say which is the engineer they like most. Then we give the engineer prize. Okay, this system was invented in UK. We want to try out. If it is good, we want to give to all the schools. Then sponsorship, I think the one we already know, more money better. So far, Shell give 100,000, Google give 150,000, DHI give the online game. So slowly we are building. We want to have a mini maker fair next year, and we have the National Environment Agency to give us money. We want to organize the H2AC. Hydrogen fuel automobile challenge. Then we want the Mercedes-Benz and Stratasys to work with us. So we are slowly building this kind of things. This challenge is for grade 9. 7 and 8 we go to the class and teach. Grade 9 we tell your student, are you interested now? You study last time, right? Now you want to do this, come. Then we give them workshop. 10 students at a time. But the Eco Challenge can teach as many people as possible. Okay, so this is our future plan. And government going to give us $16 million for the next 4 years. 16 million dollars. So I hope my contract is extended, then I can put. If not December, I will close that. This is our one I wanted to show you, www.this. And then if you go in, even a handphone, the thing will come out here. And this one got a lot of information, you can go in and see. Okay. And then that's it. Thank you. Sorry, took about almost an hour.
So can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can. I actually want you to ask questions.
I don't want to stop you. That's so quick.
Yeah.
So I think the program is quite good. So one question that I have is about the teachers, the background of the teachers, because because I also because last year when I was organizing the Nico-Tech Hong Kong, I started to have a lot of contacts with schools, and it seems like some schools actually have not enough science students, teachers. So teachers, in terms of the background, so just then you talk about that, you ask the teachers to come to learn before they deliver the
No, you
materials.
see, because I came here in 2014 January, and then 2014 July must go to school already. So we
Only
get-
3 months.
Must already started. School come for consultation 6 months.
Yeah.
Then in July we have to start. So we don't want the school teacher to be a science teacher or what to teach. So we have science teachers, we have maths teachers, we have something called a subject called design and technology teachers. We have art teacher. In one school, we even had a Chinese language teacher. So we say maker can be anybody willing to learn. So I tell my people below, you want to be a good person here, you must learn and do. Right? Dream. I say you must dream first. Dream, learn, do, and become a better person. Correct? Dream, learn, do. Then you become more a better person. Then you don't see obstacle. You see obstacle, you must always persevere. Don't come and tell me this one cannot be done, that one cannot be done. Come and tell me I have this problem, how to do it. Can this method work, that method work? You come to me and say I got a problem, I say you will not solve. Don't waste my time. So people want to always tell problem. So the thing that we started off that we never ask what teacher. We are just asked, are you interested or not? Interested. One fellow, I go to the school, I say, who are the teachers? He tell me 1, 2, 3, 4. I talk for a while, then I say, okay, this young man, we don't want. Because he is not willing to learn. Everything he is talking about is difficulty. Will the student know this or student know that? Student, the complicated circuit, take 10 minutes can finish already. Because you put from pin 1 to here. What's so difficult about that? But for teacher it's difficult, no? Because you have to put on the glasses. Put here. Then you look up, pick up. Where the X-wire go? It's very painful, very slow. Student, finish already. Correct? And the student going to the programming only. You want to understand the programming. So I tell the school don't want this also. So we never put anything. We just tell the teacher will be ready to pick up. So we have a lot of science teacher. It so happen the cohort smaller, the school being closed. A lot of science teacher free. But science teacher I think a bit quite easy to pick up. Pick up. So we never emphasize anything like that.
Actually, I understand that theoretically that's correct. But from my observations, that teachers doesn't have a science background. It tends to have difficulties in picking up, even though they have the enthusiastic. So that's my question. So of course, maybe the basic science education in Singapore may be better than in Hong Kong.
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure.
But I think maybe.
Yeah.
I think here we expect the teacher to do a lot because they are very highly paid. An average teacher, a young man, let's say about 30 something, let's say 33 years old, will be earning something like 6,000 Singapore dollars, which is about times 5, is it?
What is it all?
There's a pay, no? So, Hong Kong to Singapore is $5.
Yeah, 6. 5.8.
5.8. So let's say 6. 36.
But actually, when you're talking about in Singapore, actually the salary number-wise is still lower than Hong Kong. But then in Hong Kong, because of the
Difference.
properties,
Yeah.
the spending on the daily.
Singapore also is becoming very high, but this is the salary lah.
Yeah, it's so
I
high.
think it is during my time and now these are very good. During my time, I think when I was 30 something years old, I only got $1,000. So it's,
Yeah, and
yeah. So teaching and coming to yours, we never emphasize that. We only interest. Then we find that because they are all graduate and many of them have masters also, so it is not it hasn't become a big issue.
Yeah. Yes, second one, I think it's quite good that you work out some deal with the company. Right? You mentioned that there are program lessons that learn, and then I think a product being sold, then you got some additional earnings. Right? I think that's a very good idea.
We just started it, so
Yeah.
we are now working with 2 companies.
So the Science Center is actually a subsidized organization, right?
Yeah.
It's not directly under the government, right? So that's the flexibility, right? And also competition, I think, is also quite good, right? So
But competition, I don't want the people to come and say, these are the rules of the competition, and then you do this, and then you come and challenge. I say, go out, you don't want this
Yeah.
competition.
yeah,
I want competition where students will learn.
yeah.
Right. For me, learning and doing very important. So I stick to my philosophy. Learn. So now we are trying to go into one challenge called H2AC. It's hydrogen fuel cell, remote control car. And the idea is to make the car go as long as possible. It's not as fast as possible, as long as possible. 6 hours the race. But got 12 weeks of lesson to go through. So I'm trying to get Mercedes-Benz and Stratasys. So there are things like this.
I think Honda, right? Honda or Hitachi, they have a lot of patents. I think it's Hitachi, right? They have a lot of patents on hydrogen cell, fuel cell. So
Maybe we can later work with them. So I'm slowly building it with my people, very slowly up.
yeah.
So this is a very good job.
Yeah.
Compared to principalship, this is
Of course, it's
easier.
important. But about the topics, so do you have to discuss with the schools to
Yes.
understand, or will you also propose some topics to them?
So what we do is that in the earlier batch, we discuss with them. But later batches, we tell that, okay, the other schools are doing like this. What do you propose? So most of the school want to be different. They see this school got this idea. They say, I think I don't want this, I don't want this. I think I want better than this. And they propose. But we all listen.
Yes.
So whatever nonsense they tell, we listen and try to make sense out of it. Because we also think that we must learn from the school ideas. The school, some are very brave, some are very frightened, some will say, you don't know my student and all that. We go through many things. Like BB8, the school said, you don't know, we don't want to do this, that. I say, never mind, we will wait. Right? So they say, we want the student to program the thing. Oh, you want to program the thing? Now I teach you other programming. So we now found a way to load our program into BB8. Then the BB8 move according to what we want. So we tell the student, hey, we will do this. Then the don't know what. Just carry on doing it. Then later on, I want to get this company to come down and show the very big BB8 and say, you all like to make this or not? Very simple. Open up, show the system, all simple. Let's do together. Right. The actual BB8 was inside the multi-purpose hall. Very big one. One company has it. The actual BB8, big one, huge one. The area, the central area where STEM was, the aircon area there, the one is by Autodesk, is Autodesk version. But Autodesk version easier to do.
Yes. I saw the place near our booth.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Near your booth.
Near our
Easier
Nico-Tech
to do,
booth.
Easier to do.
But I can see the one in the hall, the one that you mentioned. I think I saw something similar, but it's not moving. I'm not
Ah,
sure.
it's
Yeah,
not, yeah,
understand.
the one was a huge one about this size.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the thing wasn't moving. They opened the stomach area to show
Oh,
us
okay.
inside. The one is very sophisticated, but the one by Autodesk is easy.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Another question: how to count the result, such as examination or?
No exam. Our subject no exam.
Mm.
You just do, you do in the class the project finish. We have a small challenge, and then you are happy about it. Then hooray! So when they finish already, what we do is usually we give them a survey to find out whether now they like or not. They like this lesson.
Oh,
can
yeah,
become
yeah,
better
yeah.
and all that we do. We collect from every student
Mm.
before the teaching and after the teaching.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we do that. For Sec 1, the grade 7, before teaching, after teaching. Then grade 8, they all from 7 go to 8, right? No need to do before, we do only after. Then we find out how they like it or not. So the Singapore schools as a whole, they find the best program in the school is this program. They like it very much. So the government also asked them which program you find very easy to implement.
Yeah.
Is also our program.
Yeah.
So the Ministry of Education are very happy.
So how many students per school participate?
400 average.
400.
200, 5 classes of student per level.
Yeah.
So 10 classes.
Ah,
So 10 times 240, 400.
400.
400 to 500.
Okay, total.
I will say 400.
Ah,
400 per school. 200, 400.
per school. But you mentioned that there are 2 students per group, right? That's a minimum, or that's the fixed number? 2 students only, right?
We want 2 students. So we fix it at 2.
2. Well, there are so many groups actually.
Yeah.
So the teachers have to spend a lot of time.
So when they are in the class, they are my educator who has actually built these things and all that. Then the school has its own teacher, one of them there, so 2. Some school have they call them workshop instructor. So there will be 3. So they will manage it. And since we are building the thing slowly, it's quite easy to give instruction.
Yeah.
Some people finish already, the people will go over to the other table, do with the other person. We allow all these to go on.
Yeah, I still remember last year I saw the STEM class in Singapore. They teaching Arduino. I saw with David Hardy from the Mega Media. In 3 teachers in the same class. One teacher is experienced in near the blackboard, and other teacher is a teaching assistant to the hands-on.
Yeah.
And the other one teacher is also assistant to the. If the student make a stopping in the hand, a teacher coming in for quickly and maybe teaching in more detail.
So they are all there, all making. So they are not saying that I must listen to teacher teach and I do, no. Sometimes they listen, then most of the time they are doing. So when they do, possible. And then we teach them slowly. So they can build, finish in that 10, 12 lessons.
So
Definitely
for
finish.
the robot arm, for example, just then you showed me the example, taking the notes, right? So all the students in a group will be working on the same robot arm?
Same robot,
Okay.
that's the thing.
So towards the end, they will still complete almost the same thing, right?
Almost the same.
Okay. So is there
The
any...
first the grade 7, grade 8 do the same project
Okay.
and finish it. But when it comes to grade 9, then the group is smaller, they will do whatever they like and they can change it and whatever.
Yeah.
We give the flexibility. But our idea is to show, don't be worried about technology. Don't see Arduino and get worried. Don't see this programming and say, oh, very difficult. Don't worry about this.
Class 9 is maybe doing the inventing, I think, arrange.
So let them do and then see the result. Wow, very happy, things can move and everything. So once you do this already, I say, this is what engineer do now. Then must just now when I was telling, I forgot what to tell that the engineers work collaboratively. Correct? Engineers solve real life problem. Correct? They are clever people, not very smart people like you all think study book and all that. They are clever people. They solve solution. They solve together. They share. They are people of good character. Must tell this to the student all the time.
I have a question. I have a question about programming. Your introduction slide is using Scratch and Arduino. Any other language in programming?
So it depends on the school.
Yeah.
Some school, the teacher very high standard.
Yeah.
So he think that he can teach the student.
Yeah.
So there are people using Python.
Python, yeah.
Python here.
Yeah.
Mostly is Scratch.
Yeah.
And then C language.
Yeah.
Some of them do use.
Yeah.
But we don't go and teach them
Ah.
the structure and all that.
Yeah.
We just say, this statement tell you this. This number, you make it bigger and see. Then the thing move on. Then you make it smaller and see, it move here. Then you know what's the number now? Yeah, the number make the thing move wider or smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Sorry.
Now carry on.
Okay.
We do like that. Because now all the things are open source already.
Yeah.
So actually you can just copy, do, learn,
Mm.
and then you can later decide what you want to do better.
Yeah.
So we teach some of the things I also think is too much.
Yeah.
But then my friends all here will always say, hey, you teach all this, after this what? Say after this is what? I'm not interested that he become a programmer. I'm not interested he become an electronic robotics or whatever. What did I say in the beginning? I say if the student tell me tomorrow I want to become an engineer, I am happy already. That's all my money for. My money is not to teach you electronics from first principle and all that. I don't want. So I'm very clear. This is what I want. So don't come and confuse me. So you say all the things you teach become wasted? No. When they go to grade 9, grade 10, they have to decide whether they want to go to the polytechnic or they want to go to college and do A levels. Then from there they can go university. In Singapore you can go to university 2 ways. You can go polytechnic 3 years, go national service, come back and go to university. The other one is you study for 2 years A level, go to national service 2 years, go to university. So there are many routes, right? You choose. One is very academic, the other one is very technical. Each has its advantage. Technical one, they go to university, they can do the lab work all very well. But the calculation all they struggle. The other one know how to calculate everything but don't know how to do. So you learn. So I do also a funny thing. I haven't tell you actually what other things I do now. Sometimes I also do this. I go to the university. They have a course called Making and Tinkering. These students who do very funny project with anything they will do. They call it Making and Tinkering. After the student finish the project already, there's so many projects there, right? I bring all of them here, then put down here, then I bring the project some to the school, put in the school, then call the neighborhood school all to come and see what the student in the university do. Then the student in the university explain. You saw the Singapore Polytechnic?
Yes, SP.
They had a lot of things there, like the one the pump and
Yes.
the music and all that.
Yes.
I asked them all to bring to my school.
Is that one?
All the things, all the project they have, all bring to my school. And then put down there and you all explain to the student what you have done. And the student go and see, all this can be done. And then they see the fellow, last year he was in my school. Now he's in Polytechnic. And then he now can do this. Very good. I better go Polytechnic. You can do all this. So once the student say, I better go Polytechnic and join the fellow, my job done already.
Yes. In
So I don't
SP4
need
is
to worry whether you understand if something, then else something or whatever, that's better. Then when they go to Polytechnic, they can tell the lecturer, I know Arduino. The lecturer or he can go a little faster.
That's great. Actually, I was talking to Ling, right?
Yeah,
Is that-
Ling.
Yeah.
Ling.
So yesterday, so I was asking her, mentioning that maybe for the coming Maker Fair, Maker Fair, we're going to run it. Yeah. Ling.
organize the tinkering studio.
Yeah. So I was asking her because I met her 2 years ago in Maker Fair Taipei. So I was asking her that maybe the science museum, the science center, can come over to the Maker Fair Hong Kong, and then maybe
They
we
are
can
the right
arrange.
people.
Yeah, and then we can because that's the time. It's next year February, so that's 3 weeks after the Chinese New Year. So maybe there are some chance I can, if time permit, I can arrange some session for teachers in Hong Kong to come to learn from you.
Oh,
I
good,
think
good,
the examples
good,
are quite
good, good.
interesting because right now what I observe is that the teachers in Hong Kong, our EDB, our educational bureau, is trying to push more STEM education, but they just give money. They just give money to the school, and each school got $100,000 Hong Kong, which is not very much, but then it's sufficient for them to decide. But then they don't know what to decide. So
How much they give 50,000?
What?
The government gives to the school 50,000.
Okay, much better. Because 50,000 means that's much better than much more than what we have, and also it's only for primary school only. So it's not for secondary school.
Your
So
Hong Kong school for what? Maths and Science Association.
yeah, there are a number of those associations.
They came here to see me.
Oh really? Which association? Who?
They call it what? Hong Kong
ACE?
ACE.
ACE or who came to you?
Association.
Stanley Camp?
Yeah, I think so,
Oh,
Stanley.
yeah, because I know he was in contact. So yeah.
He's a vice principal, is it? Or
Yeah.
principal?
Vice chairman.
Vice.
So Stanley.
Stanley. He brought some
Stanley Camp.
teachers and all that. They are
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back again.
Oh, when they are
They
coming?
are coming in July.
Oh, really? Maybe I can talk to him again.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to announce to the school on the Maker Fair Hong Kong next year. So they're already very interested in it. But then I would like to see maybe because we are running the Maker Fair Hong Kong. Maybe I can also give some invitation letters to your side. Maybe from your side you can find some resource to help to bring
Okay.
yourself and also your team. Maybe some of the students work. Yeah, I think the students' work are quite interesting because
Yes,
those
quite
students
interesting.
can be more inspiring to the teachers.
Mm.
And also, I think the way competitions are being organized is also good, and especially I quite like the industrial partnership. So this is something that I can go back and think about is on our side, what can we do? Maybe I can email to you later on to discuss on, maybe we can collaborate on some funding application in Hong Kong. So because I'm planning to apply for some charity organization like
I
Charity
know
Club.
something like Marshall Cavendish, the company,
Oh, what was that?
working together with some Hong Kong association for
Not-
maths and what? Maths and science.
I don't know. But I know there's some companies, some private companies work with schools. Quite a lot actually, many. We are not well organized. So, but I think it's okay because it gives
It's more
diversity.
organic.
Yeah, more organic. But it's not like the way that Singapore is doing.
Singapore is different. Singapore
Yeah,
all
it's
one
not
quick
top down.
solution.
Yeah. We are more ground up, but the problem is that everyone is
Doing
very
it.
chaotic. But I think I learned really learned a lot about this industrial collaboration. I think we can do it more ground up. So that's why I'm trying to apply for some funding. Actually, for the Maker Fair Hong Kong, next year, we're going to get funding from Standard Chartered. I think it is the first one sponsored by a bank.
This
It's
one-
really difficult to imagine, right? All the sponsoring companies are technology companies.
So I've been to Hong Kong, a school where the jockey club
Yeah. But
But
joint
the
club is
primary
more
school that they
common.
run in
Yeah.
the NIE,
Joint club is another one. So Hong Kong Bank is another one. So they open up a funding application for 20
when
million.
I was a school principal, I brought my teachers to the Hong Kong Jockey Club School.
Oh yeah.
Primary school within the NIE.
Yeah.
I went there to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this theme is so interesting in the from the for the overseas because Hong Kong and Singapore is maybe top of Python ranking in mathematics in top 2 countries, I think.
But I don't trust those numbers.
Yeah.
Those numbers are just mathematics examinations
Yes.
or tests.
Yes.
Those doesn't reflect anything.
Yes.
You
But
can find people that are good in calculating things, memorizing things, but they cannot work.
yes, I know.
They can
But
find solutions, just as what you mentioned.
but I know. But in this higher examination, people shift to STEM education is a good theme.
Yeah.
Because the STEM born from US, but there is a very low technology, low level in mathematics, and they need a STEM. But in US country is having a top, keeping the top of score, and they need a STEM. It's another theme. It's more interesting than Japanese for Japanese, I think.
So let's continue the discussion. I can send you an email.
Yeah, are you looking
You
to?
invite and then we all will find somebody.
Yeah. I think once we have
Our
an invitation,
program,
it's easier.
we show it in Beijing,
Beijing.
Beijing we showed, and then we won an award. The Asia Pacific Science Centers
Oh.
Yes.
gave us an award for creative teaching.
Yeah.
And this program already got an award.
Yeah.
Next year, they creative teaching team making make a meeting in Tokyo. Next year's end of next year.
So now the schools, we have given them good kick already. They can make better and better things.
Yes. I saw some STEM class in Beijing last winter, but I think too much control from the central government in Beijing.
Yeah, sometimes central government is good, sometimes not so good. But you must know why they wanted.
Yeah.
If they want STEM to teach the student programming, design, that, then it's a different thing.
Yes.
Ours is to say, I want to become engineer. I want to do engineering course. I want to become engineer. So my basic thing is to inspire the student by showing what is the industry.
Yes.
Then to make the student aspire to become engineer. And do engineering course and become engineer. These are the two things only, very clear, inspire, aspire. So we always focus on this. So all my friends here all ask me, hey, what you are doing, wasting time. Then no. You got it wrong. I want to be very clear. I given money for this only. So for this, what we are doing, I think you will be very happy. So now, what do I do is they found our this thing very good. So now we are signing a lot of memorandum of understanding and teaming agreement to make money for the science center. We also, there's one traveling exhibition now on dinosaur. Going to Thailand. Singapore is the consultant. Then my unit write the lesson. So we write lessons for workshop. So the student understand the robotics behind all these dinosaur movement.
Oh yes.
But we don't want build the dinosaur. We want the student to understand the movement. So we teach them at different level how the gear, the can,
Balancing, to walk, to legs walk.
We use hydraulics to make the dinosaur move. All these kind of simple things. So we write. Then I collect money. I put the money in one bank here, in the science center. So later when I need things, I know what to do.
I'm also, sorry, so maybe taking too much time. So actually I was talking to some primary schools. Just then I asked you about why not primary school. My view is that actually something can be introduced in primary schools as long as at least it's relevant to Hong Kong. It's about mechanism, just like what you mentioned just now. gears, levers, pistons, cam, all those things you don't have to involve Arduino or electronics. Because actually many students, especially primary school teachers, they thought that they have to introduce Arduino and programming in primary school. I don't think, I said no, you don't have to do
But
it.
there are people who are doing it. But you
Yeah,
see,
yeah, no.
I'm given money for this. When I do other things, ministry say, why are you doing that? So we have to do. But when I do the workshop for 3D printing, I give it to the primary school.
Yeah.
Out of my 400 students we have covered so far, 100 students are from primary school, 200 students are from my school, secondary level, and 100 students are from junior college.
Yeah, this one is a good tema. I think Maker Fair Shenzhen is a more and more heads up for manufacturing and startups. In Hong Kong, it should be more education. Is making can make a difference and make sense.
Actually, I would like to cover a wider spectrum because Shenzhen is very focused on startups and manufacturing.
Yes,
Hong Kong is not just startup and manufacturing.
Yes,
but
more and more.
Hong Kong, I still would like to see more startups. Now, for example, just like what he mentioned, a startup can do programs.
Yes.
I mean lessons.
Yes.
It doesn't have to make physical things.
Yes.
So a startup can make kits, right? Learning kits, right? So those are also considered to me as startups, right? But those can be tested and also demonstrated or shown to teachers. And also they can do it within the technical fair to collect information, whether kids really can learn, would like to engage in it. So for example, last year in Hong Kong, I played the nerdy derby. There's a long track, I'm not sure whether you've seen that. It's a very long track, wooden track with humps, and then the kids have to build their own car using papers, plastics, wood, metal. It's really fun actually. But when I show to teachers, teachers have difficulties in understanding how to teach in conventional sense.
You just say you roll your car. Then you learn from there. The car cannot go. You must let them try. One thing that teachers don't have is trial and error. Trial and error don't have. So
they don't want to get embarrassed in front of the students.
So you don't know, say you don't know.
Until you fail.
When I was teaching in Hwa Chong Junior College, I'm a physics man. So teaching in Hwa Chong Junior College, the student want to make an electron microscope. I don't know anything about electron microscope. I say, I can help you. Then they say, we need a very powerful magnet. Then I went to the university and said, my student want to do this, they're looking for a powerful magnet. They said, we have one magnet I never use, you want it or not? I said, yes. Wow, very heavy, you know. I have to use a lorry to carry it to the school. Then the student think, wow, Mr. Gopal, very good. Then they made a transmitter and all that. Then I understand FM transmitter and all that because I was an electronics teacher. So I understand. Then I did. Then after that, I don't know what they're doing already. Then I told the student, from here onwards, don't come back to ask me. They say, well, I don't know what you're doing already. So with the electron microscope, we managed to take one picture. Then the Hewlett Packard, HP, gave us one of their laptop computer as a prize. That was in 1983.
So there's I can't remember exactly the name. There's a website, there's a guy in US, it's a Boy Scout. So he wants to earn those medals, right? So, but we thought that all those topics are not interesting. So he go to play with nuclear thing. So what he does actually is collect all those alarm sensor and then peel it out and then take those radioactive materials out. And then the sample more than 1,000 of pieces. Actually, within I think you know, right? All those actually smoke detector making use of radioactive source to detect smoke. So because actually let's say this is a radioactive material, it emits out particles, right? So it will ionize the smoke. So on the other side, you can actually have a receiver to
Mhm.
receive, and you will sense the electrical signals. So that's the basic way. No need for electricity. It's just a radioactive material. But those radioactive material is highly radioactive. So you can actually find it on those smoke detector. So the guy tried to build a so-called nuclear reactor by collecting thousands of these and then put it into a small chamber. It's very horrible. But those are American guys that can do it. I think those are interesting things, right? And at the end, he create an alpha generator, a particle emitter. So it's dangerous, but I think it's really good because we are lacking of these people that are
People who
curious.
must try now.
Yeah,
They don't want to try, then there's problem.
yeah.
That's the thing about it. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
We might have a short 5 minutes to see the office.
Yes.
Not terribly well organized, but
Yeah.
you can get an idea of what they are doing and all that. Huh?
Yeah.
We are not having high class modern office to do things.